The orders just continue and continue in what could really be described as the perfect early Christmas present. No surprises here, but there is coverage on a major aircraft order in the 3 digits, Singapore Airlines developments, and lastly, a prospective airline that wants to launch with only Airbus A380s has a cabin update for us. Beginning with the feature story, that being EasyJet, who have continued their commitment to grow their fleet by securing a firm order for 157 more A320neo family jets. A firm order aligns with the airline's plans to grow as a company and fends off competition from other competitors. Ryanair and Wizz Air threaten EasyJet's market share, and both companies want to also expand aggressively. Confirmation of a firm order will see 56 A320neo jets ordered. However, the bulk will be for the best-selling A321neo. In fact, 101 A321neos from the leading European low-cost carrier have been included in this order. The A321neos have actually been Airbus's best-selling aircraft this year, securing hundreds of orders from leading airlines worldwide in just the past week as well. As part of the 101 neos that have been ordered, EasyJet says the agreement includes an upgauging of 35 A320neos to the larger model. Overall, such a deal is part of broader efforts to continue building an extraordinarily efficient and large fleet to serve missions right across their expansive network. EasyJet, per data, has a fleet of 158 in-service aircraft spread across the A320 family. This also includes 13 aircraft that are listed as parked. The airline's most significant aircraft family, if I'm measuring it off active units, comes from the A320 series, with 70 of your A320-200s operational, and as part of the next generation, while there are 36 A320neos. A commitment to the next era continues, with a relatively small, for the moment, A321neo operation, with just 9 units being listed as in service. EasyJet's smallest aircraft type is the A319-100, where a total of 47 units are to the company's name. These A319s are also subsequently the oldest when measuring by average age. This fleet is expected to grow significantly with the arrival of next-generation Airbus planes. As a result, yes, the airline will see its total fleet increase. However, there will also be a focus on removing several aircraft types from the previous generation. You can let me know your thoughts on this deal down below in the comments. Over to Singapore Airlines, where they've announced their own plans to expand operations towards the United Kingdom in June 2024. The carrier will launch new non-stop flights to London Gatwick, the secondary port to London Heathrow. Ultimately, with the addition of Gatwick, there's now an increase in the number of European destinations served, with 14 ports present. All these play an essential role in enhancing connectivity. Singapore's newly announced service to Gatwick will commence on June 21, 2024, operating as SQ310309, with 5 weekly services being offered. However, even after the announcement, the route is still subject to regulatory approval, and once approved, the route will be hugely pivotal to the UK network. The carrier says the A350-900 in the long-haul configuration will be deployed. These A350s are configured to seat 253 people across a 3-cabin layout. That includes 42 passengers in business class, 24 in premium economy, and 187 in economy. So actually, when taking a look at the premium makeup of this, it is quite significant. Once the Gatwick service does launch, Singapore Airlines' commitment to London will bring weekly services to 33, up from the previous 28. Singapore Airlines also revealed the timings for this flight. Departure from Changi is scheduled at basically midnight, arriving the following morning at 6:25. SQ309 then operates the return leg. Singapore Airlines has opted for these times as they want to ensure optimal connectivity across mainline SIA and Scoot services to New Zealand, Australia, and other Southeast Asia destinations. The London-bound flight will depart Changi on Mondays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and lastly, Sundays. On to the final story of today, and well, that sits with Global Airlines, a prospective airline looking to debut with flights flights utilizing the Airbus A380 from the United Kingdom, and, well, they've announced a new partnership. Global Airlines says it has added factory design as the company set to lead the design of the onboard product for the A380s. Factory Design is a West London-based award-winning agency and has a presence seen throughout the world. Global says it has been working with Factory Design actually for some time, however a formal announcement has now come regarding the interior. Global will work with Factory to ensure the aligning with brand guidelines, and therefore an enhancement from this can be made on long-haul travel by offering customers innovation and a leading product. The expectation is a commission concept of First Suite will be exhibited through 2024 and will be worked on by the pair. JETMS was previously announced as a critical partner of Global Airlines, and the expectation is they will be the ones that will bring the work Factory Design does to life. Global Airlines says that work will begin on the first V1 A380 during the early stages of next year. To start this process, JETMS is critical to refurbishing the A380's interiors. V2 aircraft, as they're being known, are the aircraft that Global says will join their fleet later down the line, and will see also visible overhauls to their cabin, but work will ultimately be different to that of the V1 aircraft. Global Airlines emerged as a startup, looking to change the aviation industry with an Airbus A380 operation, seeing cities worldwide connected from London. It is backed by a chief executive and chief commercial officer, and since it's entered the market, well, it has made headlines for their ambitious fleet and business plans. Global Airlines wants to fly to Los Angeles and New York initially. These two locations in the United States will form part of its initial route map, with operations being based, as I mentioned, at Gatwick. However, the company says it has significant future ambition to begin flying to many more globally. This will be achieved only through future acquisition of more aircraft. For Global, though, it has received its fair share of criticism, with probably more being skeptical on the company's premise rather than hopeful of a positive outcome. Global Airlines is priding itself on flying a plane that hasn't worked for most customers, is hugely expensive to operate, hugely expensive to maintain, and so much more. Meanwhile, it's looking to operate on a network that sees competition from legacy carriers. Additionally, the prospective airline will battle large sums to enter these slot-restricted airports that it does intend to fly towards. The problem at Global Airlines also continues, with in-depth articles going over their issues related to funding, fake claims of an air operating certificate, false promises, attacks on media, and an aircraft that isn't fit to fly. However, the company is still progressing with new partnerships being unveiled, and whether this airline ever flies remains to be seen. However, most believe it will never see the light of day. That is going to conclude today's aviation news recap. If you have any thoughts, you're more than welcome to drop them down below in the comments. I wanted to thank you very much for your support here on the channel. It really does mean a lot, and I can't thank you ever enough. Please do take care, do also be safe, enjoy the holiday period if you are either spending it, like I said, with friends, family, or on your own, and be sure to come back tomorrow to the channel, same place, same time, for your latest industry recap.
And we'll fly.